Hey guys, I wanted to hop on real quick and show you a quick and easy tutorial on how to make some hat ties. I am using the double chain cord or icord pattern to do this. Here I'm showing you 4 different sizes. This is usually the sizes that I go by for my hats. So for a baby hat, I like to make them 7 inches long, and you would have a total of 24 stitches. That's really going to depend on your tension, so just continue crocheting until you reach 7 inches. For the toddler size, I make them 9 inches, and these are 32 stitches long. This is my kid size. These are 11 inches and 40 stitches long, and this is my adult size, 13 inches, which is 48 stitches long. So let's get these out of the way. So let's get started. I'm using 2 strands of worsted weight yarn. That's how thick I like to make my I-cords, and a 6.5mm hook. So for my swatch, I'm going to do a 4-inch swatch. So when you're working with one color, you want to pre-measure your tail beforehand. So we're going to grab 4 inches times 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And make sure when you're measuring that you're not pulling your yarn tight. You want to kind of leave it loose and measure. You always want to have extra yarn and not be short. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of extra yarn, and I'm going to do a slip knot. Now you're going to have 2 strands, your very long tail, and then your working yarn. So first you're going to grab your tail, and this one's going to go over your hook. Here's your working yarn, the one attached to your skein, and you're just going to pull up a loop. Grab your tail, yarn over the hook, and pull up a loop. Your tail over your hook and pull up a loop, and you're just going to continue working. This is very easy. I think it looks really nice, and we're just going to continue working. Right here. Let's see, we need one more stitch. And this is why I grabbed that extra yarn, because you want to have a long tail. And then you're just gonna cut your yarn. Now leave that loop active, just because we're gonna use it to attach it to the hat later. Now, if you want to do a 2-toned one, it's still kind of the same process, but we're going to be switching back and forth between our 2 yarns. So this time we're going to measure for our 4-inch swatch. Let's do 6 times, because we want a long tail at the beginning and at the end. I did not measure that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Cut our yarn. I always like to give myself a little bit of extra. And I grab your secondary yarn and cut it at the same length. Yep. So I'm gonna start with the yellow. The tail at the beginning doesn't have to be that long, so don't worry too much about it. So now we have 2 tails, but we can get that out of the way. For this one, with whatever color you have on your hook is the one that you're going to yarn over. So now grab your other one, your black one. Hold it tight, we'll knot it later. And it's just the same concept. You're pulling up a loop. We have a black on our hook, so we're gonna yarn over the black. Now this next step is very important. You wanna make sure that the yarn that you're pulling through is behind your work. Now if you do it in the front, it's not gonna look the same, it's gonna look weird, but it's not gonna be as three-dimensional, it's gonna be more flat. I don't even know if that's the right wording, but you're gonna pull up a loop. Our working yarn is yellow, so over the crochet hook, the black is behind our work, and pull up a loop. Black is on our hook, so yarn over, make sure the yellow is coming in from behind, and pull up your loop. And just like that, just switch back and forth between the two, always making sure that the one that you're pulling a loop from is in the back. Now you could do another cool trick and do kind of the same process we did with the one color, where you have only one strand yarning over. Just as if you were just doing one color. It's a little bit harder when the tails get shorter. And now you have like two on one side, one color on one side and the other one on the other side. Let me show you what it looks like all the way around. Just different looks of different ties you can have. I really hope that was easy and a cool, neat tutorial, but let me show you real quick how to attach it to a hood. So here is the outside of my hat. I'm going to insert my hook where I want to attach it. I'm gonna grab that loop, pull it through that hole, and we're gonna do one of those yarn over and pull the loop like that, and now you're going to pull all loops through, and that's just to make sure that it's really in there and it's nicely secured. And then you can just, I like to weave my ends this way. Now you can do it the same way with the two colored ones. The only difference is the black. I'm gonna weave in that black yarn through the actual cord and the yellow through the hood, just so it all blends nicely. But this is a very quick tutorial. I hope you liked it, and yeah, till next time.